So we've looked at fonts and we've looked at paragraphs and we've looked at these areas here. And now we're going to talk about styles, but we're also going to talk about themes. So why are styles and themes important? Well, in this video, we'll explain to you why. Here I've got a document created, and you can see from the outset, we've got a title page here. There's a table of contents here. We've got a number of headings throughout the document, and it looks like a structured document. But what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to zoom in a little bit and have a look at some of the pages, and I'm going to select this title page. I'd like you to note that the style is still normal. I'm going to select this bit here, and the style is still normal. The table of contents, and yep, the style is still normal. Oh, there's a change here. What happens if I click on here? The style is still normal. This heading here, style is still normal. So you get the impression. Basically, the style is normal for the majority of this text. Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to show you a document that actually is using styles and themes as Word has designed. So I'm going to click and visit this document here. And as I click on the main content, you can see I've got normal, that's good. But now when I tick on a header, you can see I'm using this heading 2. If I click on this header here, you can see I'm using heading 1. So what we're doing is we're using the styles. Even when I click on this area up here, I've got a title style. So why do I want to use styles? Well, first of all, let's go back to our document that is not using styles and themes. Here I've got a table of contents. And what's actually happened is this table of contents has been created manually. If I make a change perhaps to this title, introduction for this document, I then have to manually update this table of contents. If I though go to my correctly constructed document and I make a change, what ICT knowledge and skill does your staff possess today? And now I'm going to go to the table of contents. You'll see that as I hover over this table of contents here, there's a little shaded box around it. Let's just zoom in a bit more. You can see that the words, what ICT knowledge and staff does your staff possess, it still doesn't say today. But if I come up here and I right click, you will see that I've got a little update table up here. And I can update the entire table, and Word will automatically now put in that word today. So by using a properly constructed document, you get a lot of inbuilt functionality. So a table of contents will automatically be updated. There's a lot more to this though. Let's just zoom out and see what we can do. Because I've used styles and themes in this, what I can actually do is I can easily change the style of this document. If I come up here and click on change styles, and we're going to look at this in the next section when we look at styles in more detail, but this just shows you the power we have. I can click on the style set and I can change the entire look of a document, because by hovering over each of these here, what it's actually doing is changing the fonts. Some changes are subtle, some are less subtle. So for example, you'll see that the pages themselves are actually changing because some will have more page breaks, some will have borders around the titles. Let's have a look at perhaps modern. What does modern do? There we go. What about perspective? There we go. So Microsoft Word comes with a whole load of inbuilt style sets, which means that if you properly construct your document, you can very easily change globally the look and feel of that entire document. And if you think from your school or from your work perspective, you might have certain fonts that you use, certain colors, and this can easily be performed using the style set. Let's just click out of here. You saw the live preview there. Of course, now if I came to my previous document, which was created just by changing the fonts and the paragraphs manually, and we didn't use any styles, as I change the different style sets, it will only change the specific fonts, but we still don't have the power and the correct formatting associated with a properly constructed document. So that's styles. It changes your heading 1s, your heading 2s, your titles, your bold text. Another thing that we do have though is themes. And if I come up here into page layout, we've got the option of themes. And again, we're going to explore themes in more detail. If I click on the themes though, and I hover over, you will see that where themes is concerned is a little bit about the fonts, but it's mainly about the colors of the document. So the charts that are in this document, you'll see as I move over, they're just changing their colors. And the headings themselves can change color, and the headers and footers. So themes is about the color and the primary and secondary fonts. And then styles is that next level of detail of which fonts are being applied to which headers and which particular areas of a document. I'm just going to come out of here. Of course, you can create your own themes, your own styles, and save them, and we're going to explore those in the later videos. So there we go, styles and themes, allowing you to make changes globally to your documents and allow you to apply your company's or school's colors and have consistency throughout.